everyone, and welcome to this channel. My name is Ashley, and I usually read stories. Today's episode is about something that's very important to me. It's all about reading, and specifically reading strategies. I thought it best to talk about reading strategies today with you all because I've been lately doing nonfiction stories, and I wish to continue doing so. Part of the appeal with reading nonfiction is that little boys love facts, and right now we tend to focus a lot on fiction stories in early childhood when we are teaching children how to read. So I would just like to instill that it's so important to appeal to little boys at their level when they're learning how to read. With that said, it's very important to learn reading strategies because just like sports or anything, practice makes progress, right? And I must say a second grader taught me that a long time ago. So if you look up here at this chart, we're going to talk a little bit about how to decode an unknown word, because in nonfiction stories, words sometimes might be a little difficult because usually they're scientific words or words that people never really come across on a day-to-day basis when you're reading nonfiction stories. One of the first strategies to use when you are practicing reading is to use the pictures to your benefit, because sometimes pictures can help you decode words and understand a word that you may have never come across. Use the pictures to help you infer what the words are having you try to read. A second strategy is to reread the sentence. Sometimes you'll get to a word and you won't be able to phonetically sound it out, but if you read the rest of the sentence, that might help you make sense to understand that unknown word. Thirdly, which we just talked about a little bit, is say the beginning sound. Use phonics or the sounds of the syllables to help you decode that word that's giving you problems. Another strategy that you can use to help you is read to the end of the sentence. And this kind of goes along with reading the whole sentence, but it's sometimes important that you might start the sentence and get discouraged that you're not understanding and you just might stop. But don't give up. It's very important to read till the end. Ask yourself, does the word make sense? This is Kat here. Does the word make sense? Maybe the word that you're trying to sound out is similar to another word that you've come across, but perhaps the word that you're thinking of doesn't make sense in the whole sentence. So that's why you want to be thinking about your reading and asking yourself, does that make sense in this sentence or context? And that will help you in figuring out the hard to figure out word. Lastly, move on. If it's become too difficult and you're finding yourself being discouraged, just move on, read some more sentences, and decide if you could go back later to the word that didn't make sense. So let's go over these strategies again one more time without explaining in detail each little part. Number 1, look at the picture. Number 2, reread the sentence. Number 3, say the beginning of the sound. Number 4, read to the end of the sentence. Number 5, does the word make sense? And lastly, just move on. I really hope that this chart and this explanation and video help you really love reading, because let's face it, if you figure out how to read, it empowers you to understand the world around you in such a big, impactful way. Stay tuned next time for some more nonfiction stories later, and have a great day, friends. Go out and explore the world and have a great time. Bye.